a bit too much, that my passion isn't healthy. Some may say I'm out of touch, 'cause you raised me so high that I'll die from the fall. And I want you so badly, I'm willing to risk it all. And despite the fact you don't know me, I got your pictures on my wall, 'cause I'm obsessed with all the things you do and all that you are, and all that you are. Your eyes pierce me like an arrow, and your smile melts me to dust. Some may say that I'm shallow, but I know it's more than lust, 'cause you raised me so high that I'll die from the fall. And I want you so badly, I'm willing to risk it all. And despite the fact you don't know me, I got your pictures on my wall, 'cause I'm obsessed with all the things you do and all that you are, and all that you are. One, two, three, 'cause I'm obsessed with you. Yeah, I'm obsessed with you. Yeah, I'm obsessed with you. Yeah, I'm obsessed with you.
But Johnny, you're ugly.
'Cause you raised me so high that I'll die from the fall. And I want you so badly, I'm willing to risk it all. And despite the fact you don't know me, I got your pictures on my wall, 'cause I'm obsessed with all the things you do. 'Cause you raised me so high that I'll die from the fall. And I want you so badly, I'm willing to risk it all. And despite the fact you don't know me, I got your pictures on my wall, 'cause I'm obsessed with all the things you do and all that you are. When my eyes met you, Cupid struck me with his arrow in a twisted game of fate, fueled by my heartbreak and my sorrow. Because somewhere along the road, our lights went out, our flame went cold, before it even got to reach the fuse. 'Cause I can't stay here and partake in our glorious romantic masquerade. 'Cause naive love leads to mistakes, and the cost is not a price that I'm willing to pay. 'Cause you were the right person, but you arrived at the worst of times. So I guess I won't get to love you this time around. So now I'm tainted by the idea of what could have been. I'm resentful and I'm bitter for a love that's still unseen. I wonder, do you still think of me and my scars to your sweet skin? I was weary and I just couldn't let this love story begin. 'Cause I can't stay here and partake in our glorious romantic masquerade. 'Cause naive love leads to mistakes, and the cost is not a price that I'm willing to pay. 'Cause you were the right person, but you arrived at the worst of times. But I guess I won't get to love you this time around. you arrived at the worst of times. So I guess I won't get to love you. And Lord knows I just want to hold you. So I guess I won't get to love you this time around. One, two, three, four. The coffee's getting cold. It hasn't got that much longer. I know what I asked to be bold. I know it's a lot to ponder. 'Cause you're in everyone I see. Throughout the day and in my dreams, you pop up everywhere to me. And you are the cause of all my fears. So how about I save us both some time and both some bitter tears? For cups I'm really looking great. I'm still too fucking scared to elaborate. Not much to set your alarms for. I'm getting prepped for the downpour. The secret's just too hard to keep, but until I confess I can get no relief. Umbrellas out for the rainstorm. I'm getting prepped for the downpour. So lay it down on me. Give me the reasons. Oh, never will be good enough for you. Tell me I'm ready. No words to be cheapened. Make me feel blue when I see red. 'Cause you're in everyone I see. Throughout the day and in my dreams, you pop up everywhere to me. And you are the cause of all my fears. So how about I save us both some time and both some bitter tears? Forecast I'm really looking great. I'm still too fucking scared to elaborate. Not much to set your alarms for. I'm getting prepped for the downpour. The secret's just too hard to keep, but until I confess I can get no relief. Umbrellas out for the rainstorm. I'm getting prepped for the downpour. Oh, so let it rain. Wash out the stain. Oh, so let it rain. Wash out the stain.
La loi de l'attraction. Sa façon d'être impacte son environnement. Si on commence la tête sous l'eau, on ne peut que se noyer. Faut garder la tête à la surface, un bateau va passer.
Sitting in the back back of the classroom. She's scratching some goofy drawings on her desk. The teacher's speaking and suddenly boom. Oh shit, I forgot to mute my phone before the test. Ridiculed in front of everyone. The voice of the teacher sounds like breaking glass. Everyone is laughing, but the only one smiling at me is the girl in the back of the class. And I see her climbing the school stairs, her bag on one shoulder and her messy black hair. And every guy is chasing after her, but I'm the only one that counts because we're best friends forever. Now we're both sitting in the back of the class, and there's not much space left on our desk. We skip school to walk in the park and argue which Spider-Man is the best. There's a knot in my stomach, my head turns hot, chills run down my back. She takes my hand, I fall apart. She aims for the head, but shoots for the heart. And we're together climbing the school stairs, my arm around her shoulder and her messy black hair. But now I just feel like these guys chasing after, 'cause I don't wanna be your friend anymore, I wanna be your lover. So basically we're at the moment of the story where the guy confesses his feelings to the girl, and she's like, "Oh Kyle, I've always loved you," and they lived happily ever after. Sadly, this isn't like the movies. And I can tell by the tears that she didn't want it to end that way. 'Cause she tells me that she moved out in June, and we're already at the end of May. New Year and I'm alone climbing the school stairs, my bag on one shoulder and my messy black hair. I bet that in her new school, boys are chasing after her, and she will meet a guy that counts like me as her best friend forever. Who's that girl in the back of the classroom? She smiles at the drawings on her desk. So I sit beside her and suddenly boom, my phone rings. I smile and say, "Do you want to hear about my best friend forever?" Say that I'm crazy, some may say I'm a bit too much, that my passion isn't healthy, some may say I'm out of touch, 'cause you raised me so high that I'll die from the fall. And I want you so badly, I'm willing to risk it all. And despite the fact you don't know me, I got your pictures on my wall, 'cause I'm obsessed with all the things you do and all that you are, and all that you are. Your eyes pierce me like an arrow, and your smile melts me to dust. Some may say that I'm shallow, but I know it's more than lust, 'cause you raised me so high that I'll die from the fall. And I want you so badly, I'm willing to risk it all. And despite the fact you don't know me, I got your pictures on my wall, 'cause I'm obsessed with all the things you do
Ha! Nuts!
You are. Why so thick? 'Cause I'm obsessed with you. Yeah, I'm obsessed with you. Yeah, I'm obsessed with you. Yeah, I'm obsessed with you.
But Johnny, you're ugly.
'Cause you've raised me so high that I'll die from the falling. I want you so badly, I'm willing to risk it all. And despite the fact you don't know me, I got your pictures on my wall. 'Cause I'm obsessed with all the things you do. 'Cause you've raised me so high that I'll die from the falling. I want you so badly, I'm willing to risk it all. And despite the fact you don't know me, I got your pictures on my wall. 'Cause I'm obsessed with all the things you do and all that you are. When my eyes met you, Cupid struck me with his arrow in a twisted game of fate, fueled by my heartbreak and my sorrow. Because somewhere along the road, our lights went out, our flame went cold, before it even got to reach the fuse. 'Cause I can't stay here and partake in our glorious romantic masquerade. 'Cause naive love leads to mistakes, and the cost is not a price that I'm willing to pay. 'Cause you were the right person, but you arrived at the worst of times. So I guess I won't get to love you this time around. So now I'm tainted by the idea of what could have been. I'm resentful and I'm bitter for a love that's still unseen. I wonder, do you still think of me and my scars to your sweet skin? I was weary and I just couldn't let this love story begin. 'Cause I can't stay here and partake in our glorious romantic masquerade. 'Cause naive love leads to mistakes, and the cost is not a price that I'm willing to pay. 'Cause you were the right person, but you arrived at the worst of times. But I guess I won't get to love you this time around. Cause you were the right person, but you arrived at the worst of times. So I guess I won't get to love you. And Lord knows I just want to hold you. So I guess I won't get to love you this time around.
Hello everyone, it's your boy Sevi, and I'm finally here with the what is it, Brother Boyo that we said it was?
What now?
The
what now?
Brother Boyo, because you know how Mum is Mama Boyo,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So that makes you Brother Boyo.
Okay. I'll self that. That's not a bad one.
Yeah, there you go. So it's
I'll take that.
totally fine. So how's everyone doing today in chat? How are you doing, Felix?
Tired. Was not used to the bed at home.
Is it shit?
Well, shit is a strong word, but
Would it be the word you would use?
yes. Yes, absolutely. No. Yes. Yeah. Just like bed in Bordeaux is a bit firmer, so better sleep. Just sink into the bed we have here. So it's just just a question of having to get up, otherwise your shoulder like goes inside of itself, and it's just very, very, very painful. Hello, Jenny.
Yes, hello Jen. Hello Taco. What's your question for me? This is not what this stream was for, but yes, sure. What's the question? By the way, if you want to bring which camera to look at, it's the GoPro on the left.
Okay.
Yeah, because the other one, the field of view wasn't wide enough for both of us.
Okay.
But yeah, just so you know, this isn't any like professional shit or anything like that. You can like fuck around like we usually do. It's,
Fuck, bollocks.
there you go. It's perfect. Thank you very much. Clipping it a bit. I thought we were gonna be too quiet. I guess not. Bollocks. Wide, the wide cam. Yes, it's the wide cam. Do you want your drink? By the way?
I'm good with this.
Okay. Pants check. I need to remove that command because you keep using it every single time. I am actually wearing pants.
Why? Is this a reoccurring issue, chat?
Yes. Well, actually, no. It started off as a joke initially. I was like, oh, pants check. Like he would do the command. Obviously, but I hadn't set it up. And so one day I actually set it up to do checking none, and he was very surprised.
I mean, I didn't know you were that kind of Twitch channel.
Not yet, no. No, not yet.
There's so much British happening right now. Yes.
Yes,
yes,
of course there is. Why wouldn't there be? We're both British. Well, you're kind of French, though, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm a frog.
Very French. Well, actually, tell the chat more about yourself. You know what you do, how old you are, and all that stuff.
Right. I've been Sebastian's brother for 20 years now. That's my field of profession. I used to play rugby a lot. Had to stop because of an injury. Then I went to engineering school, and now I'm in music university in Bordeaux, and set up a band with a couple of mates, and here I am now.
Felix's persona is a frog. Just so you know.
Is it not a skate? No. Well, what is an amphibian?
Slipper. A slippy.
Slipper but with an A.
I think it's an amphi.
I hate that you know that.
Felix, I am literally a furry, so that should just.
I hate that you know that.
Like, hang on, so Japanese Ghoul and Jenny, both furries.
Woof.
I found my crowd. It's great. So, I already had a few questions prepared in my head and stuff like that.
You join a party, why don't you? Right. Okay. I'm a busy man. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. World tours. No. I'm just a lazy fucker. That's just that's the end of it. Begin all end all of it, really.
Well, you were busy that day, but I was very annoyed because I was home alone, and the house was sticky. Everything was just it was gross. I hated it.
It was a great party though. It was worth it. Completely worth it.
I mean, I wasn't there for it because I don't like parties, but it was pretty good. Yeah, I could definitely hear it was pretty nice. Where did the main inspiration for the new album come from?
Right. So I assume you're talking about Confessions.
Yeah.
Well, the idea was to just explore all the different faces of love that a young man can experience, and just cover all our bases and make a narrative string that just grows. And it's kind of a cycle thing too, because at the beginning it's a very tongue-in-cheek kind of like homage to Weezer and like that kind of 2000s garage rock in the form of Obsessed. And as the EP goes on, when you reach like the middle, like Downpour and See You Last Year, it gets a bit more mature sounding. And then you loop back to the end, where the final lyrics are literally just me being petty. I wrote for the best for my ex.
That is so many stories. Just for that. We'll get over that. Because I wouldn't say I'm like very we don't really give a shit about each other's love life, but there was one point where we were very involved with with a certain breakup, and it's a moment I'll remember for forever. As
tell that story, yeah.
Well, long story short, Felix had recently broken up with this girl he was with, and so like you went to go get your stuff, wasn't it? Like,
well, the whole thing was, all right. This girl that I'd been dating for about 10 months. Every time we slept together, and I don't mean to snooze, there was this teddy bear there. So I asked her, "Where's that teddy bear from?" She's like, "Oh, my ex gifted it to me." I was like, "Okay." But when we broke up and I got her a huge teddy bear, I was like, "Right, I'm getting that. No way in hell some guy's fucking you right next to that teddy bear." So I got it back, and it's now in Mum and Dad's room. But do you wanna keep going?
Yeah. So basically, he went to go get this giant teddy bear back from this girl because he didn't want another dude to be sleeping next to the giant teddy bear. And how much did that teddy bear cost, actually?
I think it was €30. It was like a meter long. It was like half of me. It comes up to here, I guess. Like a pretty sizable teddy bear.
It's got its blowjob height.
Foot reveal. Yeah. What? Yeah, blowjob height.
Yeah.
Hinting at how
the bear's in our parents' room right now, probably collecting dust. But yeah, so he went to go get this bear, and you messaged Molly, wasn't it?
Yes.
So Molly's our sister, and he messaged Molly like, "Hey, could you play this song as soon as I walk through the door?" And the song was "Victorious" by Panic at the Disco. And so he came bursting basically through the door to "Victorious" by Panic at the Disco after going to get a teddy bear from his ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
After they broke up, and then we burnt a picture of them. We burnt pictures that they had taken together in the backyard, and it was
petty, very petty. But to be fair, chat, I got cheated on, so it's pretty fair, you know.
Taco asks, "Do you smoke?" I feel like Felix is missing a cigarette in his hand for this interview.
No, I am just a very anxious person. My fingernails look like no man's land.
Fucking mood.
I shouldn't smoke.
Is it fair to say not cigarettes? But
yes, but only occasionally.
Yeah. Okay.
Like sometimes I like those little chocolate cigarettes. Yeah.
Those ones.
Yes, there are more of us. More than you'll ever know.
Yeah. There's two more. How long have you been a musician for?
Right, I simultaneously love and hate this question because I feel somewhat unjustified in what I'm doing since right, I am currently 2 years after the French equivalent of high school, and I started music. So I picked up guitar from Jack's guitar, our brother. I picked up his electric guitar, wrapped in which had the body wrapped in cigarette wrappers, and I started learning guitar from there. Never taken a class, and so I have been playing technically, I'd say 3 years. 3 years, really not that much, really not enough to be in music school or writing songs for a band, but apparently it works. So it's kind of this like, there's a plate, so there's you and there's your neighbor, and there's a fence in between. There's a plate of shit on the fence, and you don't know which side it's gonna fall on. That's my experience as a musician for you.
Yeah, and so, well, who was your main inspiration for your taste in music currently?
No comment. Yeah, I have a very deep dark secret. I have a very very deep dark secret. I used to be a weeb. I used to listen to anime openings because, yeah. And dubstep. I had my dubstep period. I used to shit on Seb for listening to MCR, so My Chemical Romance for people who wouldn't know.
Picturesque.
I don't like Pierce the Veil of Picturesque, but I do really like MCR because that's what I like in music. I really like storytelling, and for me, Welcome to Black Parade is one of the best albums to ever come out. Period. But yeah, I will say Seb and a good friend of mine, Joseph, were the main reason for me like opening up to music. But my current girlfriend right now is the person who made me fall in love with music. That like really showed me that music can be more than just something that you just slap on the radio or at a party, and that it can actually tell a story and be more intricate than just a simple sound in the background.
I'm very proud of that fact, by the way, if you couldn't tell. So yeah, we'll go with Jen's questions first, because she's been asking me to ask you it like 3 times in the past like 2 days. Any advice on writing songs for someone getting into music?
Advice on writing songs. Well, I'll give you 2 answers. I'll give you a cliche answer and I'll give you an actual answer. The cliche answer is listen to as much music as possible, get as many references as possible. Like any art, it's just all reference work, and with those references, you can then build upon it. I mean, for example, the single for Confessions is Obsessed, and Obsessed is basically Creep by Radiohead, but from a different perspective. It's to the point where the creep in Radiohead doesn't have that introspection of I'm being a creep, and that's what Obsessed is. It's just a guy who doesn't see because his love, his obsession is very pure. It's all very pure. There's no weirdness to it, but he completely cannot see. He lacks the self-reflection to see that what he's thinking, what he is doing, like having pictures on the wall, and is kind of creepy. And like that, the pictures on the wall line is also a reference to Dido, who's famously sampled by Eminem in Stan. It's just a whole collage of references, musical references. And the real answer would be avoid cliched lyrics. If you're like, my technique is I go from a sentence or a feeling, and then I branch out on that, and I write what I want to say, and then with the music in the background, I can put that into words, what I want to say. So if I wanted to say something like the boat, I want to talk about a yellow boat, Beatles reference. I want to talk about a yellow boat. But like the syllables doesn't match up. I could just say like something like a mustard colored boy. Yeah, vessel. Yeah, like it's all wordplay and trying to get it to fit and to make it sound more. It's all bullshit. You're just trying to sound smarter than you actually are. And that's songwriting 101 for you.
So that's it for you, there you go, Jed. Songwriting is bullshit. Well, because it's like when you talk about like avoiding cliche lyrics and stuff like that, I do. Cause one of my favorite things to do when it comes to like listening to like pop music and stuff like that is like predicting what the lyrics are gonna be. From like you got this big library of what the lyrics are gonna be, and so it's like I feel you in my. It's either gonna be heart or soul, or it's gonna be one of those. Yeah.
I mean, predictability is an interesting subject in music because you don't want to leave the listener at loss. You don't want to slap them across the face. You want to surprise them. So it's like it's a balance between giving somebody a shove and just shanking them. That's that's how I approach it.
How very delicate. But that's what things like. When I first did first listen through to the album, I was kind of like these sentences are all like proper sentences, but I've never heard them before. Like a lot of them, I was like, Okay, this is pretty cool. As someone who comes from a literary background, like from like doing like poetry and all that stuff, yeah, and that was something. But it's just, I've never met a submarine uwu.
Have you not?
Cable there. But yeah, no, it's just like the writing was amazing, and I was gonna say, what's your favorite song on the album? I know, don't say some cliche answer like, oh, I love them all equally. It's like, wait, it's bucket bullshit. You have a favorite. Which one is it?
Okay, I'm gonna cheat though saying this, because it's probably gonna be Get Lost and For the Best because they just go so well together. And I also have a very fun fact about the album. I wrote a majority of the songs, at the exception of one song. That one song being "See You Last Year." That just so happens to be Dad's favorite song off the EP. So my dad's favorite song is the only one I didn't write. So I brought it up at yesterday's show too. I said, so this is a song that my my dad likes. It's his favorite. It's the only one I didn't write. But yeah, I'd have to say Get Lost and For the Best because for me they just convey. It's such a good progression. From you're smiling at your phone, but I wonder what's so funny, and it just to the end where it's just like fuck you, and it's just somebody coming to terms with the fact that they've been wronged romantically, and I was just trying to show that, like to have a musical equivalent of being wronged,
and. I can hear obsessed from the but it's just like that. Those two in conjunction are my favorite from the entire and it's because it's like the whole like roller coaster of emotions. I think you think at the end of one song it's finally gonna go down, and then and then it's just like the high energy. It's like that was my favorite parts of the albums, like the high energy, like because like that's one thing I always, that's why I don't like new country music and like pop music, like ballads and stuff. I don't like ballads because not a lot of ballads, but not especially love ballads, like oh, I'm in love with you, but it's also quiet, and it's like, if when you're in love with someone, you're not quiet, you're excited all the time, and it's like breakup songs that are like slow and quiet as well. It's like, yeah, it's all right to like self-reflect and be a bit slow, but you're gonna be angry no matter what. And I think having that high energy is definitely like, as I said, like the whole like story from beginning to end in the album definitely comes together very well, and it's from experiences that I've had as well. It helps out a whole lot, especially at the end when you think it's over, but no, you're angry again, and it just goes.
I think that was the main focus also of the EP. It was literally just to make something that a lot of people can relate to. Not only to not alienate listeners, but it's also because music's a lot about sharing, and if you're talking about how your pet goldfish died, and his name was Rupert, and not many people are gonna relate to that, and you're alienating listeners, and maybe you have to get off your chest the fact that your goldfish Rupert died, but it won't resonate with people. That's the main takeaway, I think.
So it's like if you did like a song about your entire morning routine where you do all these specific things. It's like, yeah, it's interesting to listen to, but like he's gonna listen to it more than once.
Yeah, it's a filler track. That'd be a filler track.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So takas, tea or coffee?
It really depends on the time. Before shows or like practice, I'll have a tea. But when writing, so like you're just with your guitar and your little notebook and you're writing, coffee is definitely, because I like if I have to think of a happy place, it'd probably be a cabin in the woods next to a river. So you got that wood smell, but it also smells of coffee. So I'd have to say it depends, but I feel that it would be high treason not to say tea. So tea.
Like standing under the British flag. I prefer coffee.
You guys can't see, but there's a red dot in the middle of my.
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, you've got a gun right over there somewhere, so you should be fine. Before we get to so it's like you're doing more shows recently, like now, aren't you?
We've done,
That's a new experience for you, isn't it?
very new.
Yeah, because like the closest thing either of us has gotten to a show is the school play where I fainted every single time I did
I fainted too because their lights, like we're both relatively tall lads, and their lights. So to shine the light on the smaller kids without having the light blast them, they have to put it slightly above their heads. But obviously, because we're both somewhat tall, it's quite we just had the lights blaring in our eyes, and both of us fainted. Both of us fainted because it
I also have a very low heat tolerance. I say this in a hoodie and a beanie.
Yeah, but it's November, isn't it?
Yeah, it's November. That's fair. But yeah, because it's like, how do you cope with? Because I mean, I do live streaming, but it's not the same because you can't see the judging eyes of people. How is it? How do you cope with like the stress of performing live?
I don't. I really don't. So our first ever stage was in Mimizan in the south of France, and it was for Axel, our drummer's his dad did a thing for cancer survivors, an event, a canoeing event to show that cancer survivors are still all capable, and it was a very nice time. We were shit though. We were god awful. We had an hour and a half set that we'd rehearsed the day before. I got most of the lyrics wrong, and it was a complete and utter shit show. But there weren't that many people, and that was pretty cool for me because I had zero experience on stage. And as the concerts rolled in, so we've done about 5 or 6 right now. We did one in a wine bar that went really, really well. We packed out the place. It was really cool. And we got nothing but praise. So that was also like nice and intimate. Biggest stage we've had yet was probably about 100 and something people for. It was at university. We did a show in university, and we also won a competition recently, which was pretty cool. But it's how do I cope with it? It keeps getting easier. It gets easier as the time goes on because you're just like, well, either people are going to be here and think they're going to vibe with us, or they're not going to vibe with us.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Well, it's like for me, I can say, as you can see, I can just turn the viewer count off, so I have absolutely no idea how many people are watching me right now, and it's just like, you know, I try my best to kind of like perform the same way, no matter how many people are watching and stuff like that.
But you don't perform the same way. That's
the thing. No matter how much you try, you don't like. If, like as soon as you see how many people perform, like sometimes like I'll glimpse on my phone because I can't turn it off, and I'll be like, oh, there's like one person watching, so I'm just gonna be really quiet for all I.
Yeah. Well, it's just the vibe, really, isn't it? It's just like, hey, thanks for coming in. That's the same thing.
Yeah. It's I appreciate every single one of you for coming out. Ghoul asks thoughts on Falling in Reverse. I personally don't like them that much, but how about you?
I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't know.
I met a girl and I really thought she liked me.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. No. I'm gonna have to say no comment because I'm not educated enough on the subject. But I mean, for me, if a band hits a certain amount of success and popularity, I don't think it's fair to call anybody overrated because time will tell if somebody's overrated. We see it time and time again in France because France has a very active rap scene, but it's it's just like what the hell has Luis Fonsi done since Despacito? That's the thing where it's just like I think if something's overrated or overplayed, it'll even out in time. So I will say I've heard of the name. I've heard the song you sung. I can't give an opinion on it because I'm not educated enough on the subject. But I'll say, on a neutral basis, a band that is in the public eye deserves to be so.
Okay, that's a fair enough answer. Very safe.
Very safe.
Have you heard of Escape the Fate?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
My playlist right now looks like complete and utter garbage. My main band right now has to be Lovejoy. I actually got tickets for their Paris show. I'm really happy. You can hear their influence on me in Downpour. Because it's just, I love Ashkabosu's bass lines. They're just so good. It's like bass is a super underestimated instrument. I was a bassist before I was a singer, and I'll always be a bassist before I'm a singer. So that I listen to Lovejoy. I'm in a Lovejoy Strokes kind of vibe right now. I've got this playlist. I've got 2 playlists on Spotify where it's just like indie rock and Japanese alternative rock. Because I'm still a wee bit heart. And yes, I do like crumpets.
It's like my playlist right now, like my saved playlist, we've got Blackpink, then the copyright like free NCS like dubstep stuff, pop punk, Bring Me the Horizon, then a bunch like the music from Wreckfest, 2000s alternative, Maneskin, then Skrillex, then Doom Eternal, then Kendrick Lamar. So
if my Spotify playlist is shithole, yours is Detroit.
Yeah. Mine is like such a minefield of different stuff. So then we've got like Horizon 5 playlist, and then we've got gaming music, then the Eurovision Song Contest music from 2 years ago.
Are there any Americans here?
Yeah, so Taco's Canadian, Gaul and Jen are American.
That'll do. Right, you guys have got to stop shitting on Eurovision. Eurovision is the best. I fucking love Eurovision. And I was also, because you said K-pop, I'm going to take a stance on K-pop. You're going your heart rate just doubled. Don't you worry. No, seriously. What I have to say about K-pop is I don't listen to K-pop, but I do not get the constant like bashing it gets because of what I know of K-pop. The sounds they use, their mix is always, and it's just for me. K-pop is so much more original in its ideas and its concept than, say, Western pop, which has just been rehashed. And this is a known fact. Like you've seen so many shows where the guy's like, "Hey, look, I'll play 4 chords and I'll play you every single pop song for the last 20 years." It's like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Everybody knows that. But I will say I don't listen to K-pop at all. But I admire the fact that I admire it in its originality, and the fact that I think that's why it's garnered such a success because it's like this. I'll repeating myself, but the sounds, the mix is always so clean. They're also very, very talented artists, and it's just I feel like I do not understand why it gets bashed so much.
Well, I don't listen to the K-pop as much anymore. I do listen to it every now and again. And also, fuck you, Taiko. I don't main Diva anymore. I main Junker Queen because she's tall and she's mummy. But
yeah, I saw it. I saw. He showed me a clip yesterday, and he was playing Diva. So.
I don't main Diva. I played Diva. Okay, look, I played Diva at first just because she's easy. But anyway,
You can't say that about her.
So what was I going to say? I like one of the things I used to like. Sort of like the production, on K-pop is very good. Like the
It's amazing.
like the actual tracks, they're really nice. And also I also really like the kind of like they've kind of really kind of grabbed hold and kept onto that like 90s NSYNC kind of like vibe, like the dancing and like
embrace the cheese.
Yeah, that's the thing I love about like a lot of Asian cultures is like they don't care what's cringy or cheesy. Yeah. They'll do it.
Well, yeah, it's because it's not cringy or cheesy for them, and it's like why is something cringy or cheesy because we as Westerners have decided so. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Anyway, big love to K-pop as a genre, because it's at least it's something original.
Yeah. Although I will say that this all praise we're giving is to the artists and to the people who make the music only, and not the managers. They can go fuck themselves.
Yeah, they can suck
The
it
K-pop
up.
managers who like overwork these poor kids. You can go fucking take a big old dump. You fucking
Yeah, no, they can fuck off.
Shiba.
Yeah.
Do you have a lucky item you have to play with? When I was in a band, I had my one sock I would always wear for the kick. Do you have a special item?
I do, and it's around my neck. It's this little necklace. It's nothing complicated. It's just a black circle. My girlfriend got it for me.
That
and
matches my ring.
it really does. Yeah, I don't know if you can pick that up on camera.
No, probably not. But
But yeah, it's just a black circle, and my girlfriend got it for me, and I vowed to always wear it on stage because
Yeah.
it's just a little piece of her that I have with me. And she just brings me luck. And so you were in a band. Is there any like online presence for the band you were in, and what instrument did you play? I'm curious.
But also, do you still have that tuner, that head tuner that I got for you? Or is that thing dead now?
Oh
Is it,
no, the batteries just need changing. And
that costs €10 on
It
Amazon.
still works. It still works. I keep giving shit to my bassist because he's hyperfixated on using his phone, and I'm like, use the fucking tuner. I used to be like, because I was in a band before this, just a fun band, not like it wasn't supposed to be a professional project or anything. Called Satellite Station, with a good friend of mine, Josh, and I used to be the guy with the phone trying to tune my guitar, and he was like, just use a tuner. I'm like, I haven't got one. He's like, here, take it. But yeah, no, yeah, I still have the tuner, and it was used recently as this morning.
I got you that for Christmas, like what, 2 years ago?
You got it? No, you didn't get it for me for Christmas. You got it before. It was just like, I need
Oh,
a
yeah.
tuner, and you're like,
Oh, yeah,
I'll
yeah,
get
yeah.
you one.
It's when I was getting, because it had to have been 2 years ago, because it's when I was getting paid enough to get to like just go, hey, do you want this thing from Amazon? And I got you the. I still can't believe you're still using that. I would expect it to have been broken
Oh, no,
like
it
2
works
months
it
in.
works completely fine. And like if I wanted to tune a ukulele with it, I could. A violin, I could. But I only use it for its chromatic bass and guitar things.
Honestly, I had no idea what features it has when I bought it. I just
Bought it.
just bought it and said, hey, you need a tuner? Okay, get the cheapest one I can find. Well, not the cheapest one to find. The cheapest one with a screen that I could find,
Yeah.
and that was like electronic and not mechanical. There's YouTube videos out there. He played drums in high school in a punk band called Bloodhole Bashers.
No, I'm more concerned by the comment above. What do you mean he held on to one pick? The fuck do you? I don't know. I don't know who this person is, but they're obviously the devil. Because that pick is the pick of destiny. That is currently supposed to be in the hands of Tenacious D.
Either that, or he like just doesn't play.
I mean,
he just does like stuff on the neck and just never uses the pick.
I mean, we could gather all the scientists in the world, and we could never ever
Make a pick that would last more than
yeah.
like 2 months.
You would never. You had no idea. You would have no idea where the hell they all go. So sorry. I'm gonna see. There are YouTube videos out there. I played drums in high school in a punk band called Bloodhole Bashers. Kinky. They played guitar, then played guitar and sang an acoustic duo called Side by Side. All right.
You're an acoustic duo, technically, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I am. We played we played in a bar last summer with my girlfriend Miley, and we called ourselves Water Lily, and we covered a bunch of songs, and it was a really nice and sweet event to have with our friends and family. But
I had my hair was so much out of control then, wasn't it?
well,
It was actually shorter.
it was shorter.
It was shorter, but it was
out of control.
out of control. I don't. Also, question: if I get into music, can I make a cover album? And could I do a Faith cover?
No. Yeah. I'm joking. Of course you can. And it's actually it's quite surreal too, because we got our first fan art recently, and the fact that somebody went out and took the time to draw us, it was just insane. And somebody also did a cover of Obsessed, and I was just like, oh, you guys took the time. Like, yeah. If you like what Faith don't hesitate. Send us a DM. We'll reply. That's the thing though with being a musician, also wanting to make it your career, is that I want to I hope this isn't cockiness or anything. I hope that we get larger success, but I want to be able to hang on to that kind of community side as long as I can, because if we do because I can't want to be successful and want to keep in touch as close as
you can't be best friends with like 1,000 people.
Yeah, and it just doesn't work, and that's why I do it. Please do it now, so I can talk to people and stuff. And it's I really like just because we've got this one friend that interprets sent us an interpretation of every single track, and I loved it, and it was just like, thank you so much.
Taco, you need to calm down, man.
Sorry, what?
I drove around with Sevi listening to Faith the other night. I got horny.
My man.
Your palms are really... Are you alright? Your palms are like really sweaty.
Mom's spaghetti. Yeah, good. I've got 3 layers on.
Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna whine. I need to show you the context to that.
The fuck is I'm gonna hoin?
I need to. So, like, someone misspelled "I'm gonna join" right at one point, and we made fun of them for a solid 3 minutes. And so I made a whole like sound thing about it. Oh, where is it?
I'm gonna hoin.
Hoin, yeah. Pictures on my
Balls.
Oh, where is it? Clips.
I'm gonna hoin.
Fuck, where is it? It's gotta be like.
You gotta find it now.
Yeah, I gotta find it.
You gotta find I'm gonna hoin.
Slap, French ray. Bonk, okay then.
I'm gonna hoin.
I swear it would have been. Oh, sorry, clips on my
Have
channel.
you ever drunk a child's tears filtered through its mother's severed scalp?
No, I have not.
What the hell was that?
That was Jen. Because of.
I'm not sure I want the context. Bonk, no.
No, it's. Oh, I just remember it's not gonna be like called "I'm gonna hoin" either. It's just gonna called like fucking. Anyway, it's there somewhere.
Right, you have to show me.
I will show you. So I'll probably find it on my phone. But I'm giving you the judge. I'm gonna whine.
Stop! Stop!
See, this is what happens when you give people the ability to make noises in your stream.
Oh God, no. I did say yes, Jen. I did say yes. Please do.
Please do it. We need more exposure. This is the most that I've done is made a sticker for you guys in Forza Horizon 5.
Yeah.
And just play your music constantly. Pretty much. That's
I mean,
it.
playtime, and plus, like, if you're listening to it, it adds views, and so it's just like, yeah, yeah.
All right, where is? I've got to find it.
Sounds provided by Bleep. By Blurp, you said.
Oh yeah, use my link because I'm affiliated to Blurp now. So yeah, if you guys use the link in my about section to get Blurp, I get goodies.
Do it or I'll stop making music forever. Oh no, your sound doesn't work. Come on, internet.
She's watching this at school.
Oh yes, school sucks.
I know. Come on, play the video. Come on.
Are you gonna hoin?
My encoding on my fucking... Not encoding, but my phone's been really weird recently. This is still the same phone from like 2018.
I've still got my good old iPhone XR. Dropouts, raise your hand. I didn't drop out, I couldn't afford it anymore, so now I'm in music school.
There you go.
I'm gonna hoin. Oh yes, please hoin.
That's not to come back. What did you do? Actually, I'm not even sure I want the answer
What
to
the
that
fuck
question.
did you do? What? Why?
But I just realized like this entire time I've been humming this and I've just wanted to go it's like a chicken.
I do that. If you want to, the bloopers.
Yeah, I don't think I've actually watched that on stream with you guys before,
Oh,
and I think this would be probably the perfect like
fucking
time to do so.
ridiculous.
Is probably watch it with you here on stream with the folks, so we can
Drugs and violence
experience
is a
the
Everybody.
I don't think this is gonna work the way I think it is. There you go, this will do.
Here we are.
After like, because we're not on that scene yet. We have to. Where's the image I'm looking for?
Me and Taco are not too much alike. I'm not allowed within 100 yards. What the fuck are you guys doing?
I think there's the face box. All right. We'll transition over. Oh, you cut off. Hang on, I need to bring you in. No, I've lost the boy.
Hello.
Wait,
What was my reaction to the blurb? Are you talking about the you're gonna hoin?
Yeah, the hoining he was talking about.
Well, I'm still in complete and utter incomprehension. But
Do you know, I'm gonna ditch the face box though. Is it?
no face box for you.
No face box.
This is the story of sad Hoshi.
Oh,
Hoshi was a man from Japan.
Don't remind me of Sad Hoshi.
Oh no.
Right. Full screen that, but
Full screen HD.
full screen HD.
Anderson pack.
1, 2.
Hang on.
No. No for you.
No. Okay, because I can't read chat right now, so I have to kind of do this.
There are
Subtitles.
subtitles, yeah, because some of it's in French, some of it's in English. Because we're just funky like that.
We'll probably have to like watch it.
It's
on
fine.
YouTube,
It's
yeah.
fine. I've seen it. You've seen it.
Yeah, we've had
What an awful song.
terrible song.
Oh yeah, and we ain't got no screen. There you go. There's Hugo. Yeah. Hugo enjoys making noise. Whenever really. It's just this is Axel's apartment. Axel's the drummer that just hit the cowbell. And yeah, he has a weird obsession with cowbell, which is why it's in for the best. The guy to the left there is our bassist, Thomas, and yeah, it's just we're just a group of lads, just a group of boys, just a. Mother, know that you're a whore. That's a Billy Cobb song. If you don't know who Billy Cobb is, go check him out. He's gold. Like, this video lasts 8 minutes, but there's like 3 hours of footage.
It's like if I were to do like a compilation of all my clips, it would probably be like 3 hours long because I just say so much stupid shit that makes no sense whatsoever.
It's also, I ran out of space on my phone so quickly. Don't worry, it's pitch shifted. He won't get straight. I can. No, it doesn't.
This is my favourite fucking bit in the entire video.
you know, he randomly does that during. He randomly just does that, and he's just like.
I can guarantee you, like by the first boom, you know, it's like, oh, for fuck's sake, man.
I'm like, right, yep, I'm losing 30 seconds of my life.
This is also my favourite bit of the entire.
Such a shit face. And he triggered me here.
Honestly, prefer your hair and mustache now, to be honest.
Yeah, it's better. It's more rockstar-y. This is when we didn't have the lyric part. By the way, the voice at the end of Downpour is Miley. It's my girlfriend. Here he comes. Yeah, the drummer for that period of MCR has recently sold his Welcome to Black Parade costume for auction. I don't know if he's selling it for charity or something. I hope he's selling it for charity. This was the very early part for the best.
Also, speaking of charity, there is a option somewhere on my Twitch to donate to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. If you guys want to donate any amount, you can do that there as well.
Donate $1. Do it. Or 16.
Our goal is $100, but you don't feel like you have to. I'm talking about this very serious shit as the word horny pops up on stream.
Hey, I would say it's not my fault, but I am the one who did the editing on this video, so it is my fault. This is the first time we ever played Obsessed. Hugo had COVID. We just didn't tell anyone. So he's wearing the mask and staying from a safe distance.
Also, like the amount of times that you and I have tried to get because we were big YouTube nerds when we were young. I'm just gonna pause it here for a second. We were big YouTube nerds when we were young, and we always wanted to be YouTubers. Like, yeah. I remember we tried so hard, and so like one of your most popular YouTube videos is you fucking around with your band, and my one. Do you know what my most popular YouTube video is? No, it's putting a bunch of random songs over TikTok dances. I'm not even kidding you. I'll show you. It's still, I still leave it on my VOD channel because that's literally the only one I've got. But if I scroll down, and it really pisses me off because it was so low effort. Look, 11,000 views, and it's literally just this. 217 likes 3 years ago, and it's still getting likes to this day. And it's just random songs I had downloaded on my phone. And I am so annoyed at that.
That's just YouTube for you, isn't it?
Okay, we'll just continue where we left off. If I can try and remember where we left off. Oh, there we go. We'll do it anyways.
Yeah, I'll do it. Perfect. So yeah, this is the first time we ever sang. We ever did Obsessed. Axel gets carried away. But it's, I mean, I still to this day prefer this version of Obsessed because it's a darker turn onto it. I do not know what we did musically to make it sound that much darker, but it just did.
Released a Halloween cut.
Oh, don't get me into the Halloween stuff. I'll explain afterwards. But we'll have some disappointed people.
200 photo video. I will try and do another clip compilation for 500, but I'm not entirely sure because it's just a lot of effort. I'm not saying it's a lot of effort, so I don't want to do it. It's a lot of effort because I need to edit it on my phone, and it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, that's the face I pull when I don't sing the correct note. I'm just like,
Also, notice when you're playing live, you do fondle the microphone a lot.
Oh,
you love that microphone.
Did that show you the
yeah.
From the clip from
yeah.
Before yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just it's also like I said this earlier. Seb and I are quite tall, so we're it's very complicated for me to being tall and lanky. You're not very comfortable in your body. You're so just like what you're trying to dance around and stuff without looking like a wavy, wacky, inflatable tube man. Okay, so that's our mate Leo. He believes in Nordic mythology. That's our that's our other mate Lenny. He does music also. He's called Homing Guest. Yeah. Yeah, look. Oh, there you go.
Absolutely. Also, Ghoul asks, well, I'm going to make it into any songs anytime soon.
If we ever make another song like For the Best, where it's just like there's a shit ton of noise, I'll do what I can.
jealous of that microphone.
God's sake.
Is there anything you want to say to your mum tonight?
What?
Do you know the fucking meme? Is there anything you want to say to your mum tonight? Oh, is there anything you want to say to your mum tonight?
I've got that saved on my phone. That's such a good meme. And here he comes back with the cowbell again. Look, he's so proud of himself. He's so
He's
fucking
just
proud
looking
of
at you, waiting for a reaction. He's like, are you going to fucking say something or are you going to keep going?
This was so this was at uni. Those are two friends. Eva is the girl who on Obsessed says, "But Johnny, you're ugly." We hadn't really figured out the timing for the "But Johnny, you're ugly." So yeah, I mean this is very old footage. Thomas doesn't have a beard. And that is Enzo. Enzo is a friend of ours too, who, this is me beating up my friend. This is a lie, we do condone it, but...
Do it as much as possible, please. They deserve it. They don't. Don't do that.
And, yeah, Enzo was supposed to be a fifth member of the band, but we just had conflict of interest and we just decided it's good. We had conflict in interest and we were just like, it's not going to work. Plus we had a really good dynamic with just the four of us. So we just talked it out, and I'm actually writing for him at some point soon.
Very nice.
I've got a bunch of footage for a part 2 because it ends with part 1 cliffhanger. I've got a bunch of footage. I just gotta do it all. That's the thing.
Have you seen my 200 follower clip compilation? It's just a bunch of clips of and I just tried to do it in kind of like a Soviet Womble style way. Well, I tried. It didn't really succeed very much. But where is it? All my thumbnails suck. I don't even upload. I need to re-upload. Not re-upload it, but I need to start uploading. That's It's literally just Oh, this would make Taco cream his pants. That's for fucking. Add that to the list of things I regret ever saying. I want you guys to come. That's also a sound alert, by the way.
Oh, great.
Sorry, my dog took my controller and
Get a
started
t-shirt with that written on it.
Oh shit, he just died.
Apparently not.
Vector! Oh yeah!
So I am planning on making another video like this.
Well, this guy sucks at his job, doesn't he?
It's kind of inspired by YouTubers I watch and stuff like that, but it takes a lot of effort to put the text on screen.
You've got to go through hours and hours of footage and just pick out the best moments.
Well, this luckily, the good thing about streaming though is that you can just go through and clip it, and live. It's as you do it, you can just go click, click, click.
Yeah, like on Nintendo Switch.
Oh my god, okay, let's use this bit of the.
But yeah, it's just a bunch of Forza footage because that's what this is before I even had the PC. This is all stuff on. I think I still edit with my phone because it's just what I know. And I don't even know how I still have basically. Power Director on the phone, on mobile, was very different when I bought it.
Yeah.
And so I technically don't have premium, but I don't get the watermark either. So
You're in Power Director limbo.
I'm in Power Director in limbo, and I never and so I'm just kind of I'm just gonna keep playing it on my phone, and all the video editors on PC suck for me, unless I have to pay for them.
Well, it's just,
that woke me
it's
up.
I
Bailiff,
only have
whack
one
his
game
pee-pee.
I'm good at. That's Mario Kart.
I'm not good at any of these games, by the way. This is probably more your speed, just me randomly singing.
It's locked down.
Very
Close
flat.
your eyes and we can push it all away.
It's a vibe. I don't that's the thing. That's the thing people really underestimate. You can sing, what some people consider out of key, but because that's another issue because there's microtonality and a bunch of stuff like that. But it's a vibe. It's a vibe. Some people if you sing wrong, from our European standards, It's more about the vibe. It's more about the energy you're emitting. Like you won't, if somebody's singing off key but they're singing a song about how they're happy, that isn't fucking Happy by Pharrell Williams.
That song makes me more depressed than anything in this entire universe. Nothing makes me sadder than Happy by Pharrell Williams.
Other people's happiness.
Other people's happiness makes me want to. I'm not gonna say that. Never mind.
Very poor choice of words. Extremely poor choice of words.
There you go. This one actually works better than I thought it was. I just didn't test it, but there you go.
Oh, Corridor Crew. I fucking love Corridor Crew.
Yeah. No, don't. Okay. Well, okay. So that word, right? Say it out loud, but like in your head.
No, because it's these nuts.
Yeah. Check on these nuts. Yeah. I managed to make Taco. Like on his stream. He fell for it.
Damn. You do.
I probably could show it to you. But yeah.
I'm not falling for that.
Sorry, if we can get Sebi up to 500 followers this month, can he write a song that you have to sing on stream? Ghoul is obsessed with making me sing on stream, and I don't know why.
If you guys do, I seriously, it costs me nothing to write songs. So can he write a song for me to sing on stream?
Oh, do you write a song for me?
Yeah, what's it? So who's writing here?
Webcam so warm. You're not even on. I mean, you were on actually.
No, it's alright. I have that effect on webcams. In fact, they call them webcams when I'm around. Sebi writes and you sing. I mean, sure.
I can't write for shit. That's the problem.
Well, I mean,
not anymore.
The chord progression, or I give you.
I can't write music. I can write lyrics, kinda. Not really. Actually, I can't write for shit.
Well, I mean, how about you write it with chat? Like, okay, so I will make a deal. If you make it up to 500 followers this month, so the month of November, I will sing and play a song of your composition.
Right. So chat will.
That's a promise. That's something I will do.
Chat will help me write a song, and you'll perform it if I get to 500 followers.
Yeah.
At the end of this month.
Before the end of the month.
Before the end of the month. Right.
As in, like counting the 30th.
So counting the 30th.
Exposure forever.
So we're currently at 429.
Okay, so 70 more.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough, but I think we can do it. A few Forza streams, we get that through.
Buy them.
Oh my god, how many, like, that was like one of my proudest moments in streaming is when I got my first spam bot in my chat.
Yeah, we got, it's the same thing. Well, I mean, it's not the same thing, but like when we got our first like DM General Records on our Instagram.
It was just like, because I've had spam bots on like Instagram and stuff, like when I was doing like social media stuff and graphic designers. That's another thing that I keep getting a whole lot of, and it's not even spam bots. There's actual real people trying to promote themselves. Like, hey, I'm a graphic designer. I can design stuff. It's like, tell me my designs are shit without telling me my designs are shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm a freelance graphic designer. I didn't get to school for graphic design, granted, but these schmucks. But I've been making shit.
I hate the like grind set mentality and all that like kind of world. But like there are it's what they say though. It's just like there are courses for this stuff online, and yeah, like your graphic design is completely fine and up to standard to me.
Yeah, and it's like someone would tell us, "Oh yeah, it's not clean enough." It's like that's the whole fucking point.
Yeah, like it's called an aesthetic.
It's glitchy and vaporwavy. That's the whole point. And yeah, it's a bit amateur, but that's what people like. I don't want like some like third party bullshit.
That's why it's a meme though. Like the corporate art style's a meme, where it's like everything's so round and so clean, and it's just like, no, thank you.
Well, that's the type of stuff I used to do. Like when I did CGA Hub and stuff, like my logos were really clean and really like my current logo was still very like but now I've added a glitch effect to it because I really like the design of it.
Yeah.
Even though now it doesn't even make any sense because it's a Korean letter B, and I don't go by Bassy Boyo anymore, it's Sebi Boyo, so it doesn't even make any sense. But hey, it's
Well, I
whatever.
mean, you could flip it over. If you flip it over, because the B, the big B, can become a T in German, the double S.
Yeah, maybe. So Jen asked, Jen, why are you asking him to write a song for you?
I would love to, but I do have an issue. We this is a secret chat. Don't tell anyone. We're writing an album. Okay. So we're extremely busy with that. I'm also, as I said, I'm collaborating with my mate Enzo to write other stuff. So I would love to. I love writing songs. But I don't think I would have the time for that, Jenny.
Yeah. And also, I would like to see Jen sing a song that you would write. But
I've got a couple ones in backup. If you want, I can send. I've got a couple ones. Can you play piano? Do you know how to play piano, Jenny?
she can play fucking Friday Night Funkin' real well.
She can what now?
She can play Friday Night Funkin' pretty good. She's got good rhythm. She'll give it that.
But I'm sitting on a couple songs that I know I won't sing or end up using because they're not in my register. They're not in my timbre. Well, it's not timbre, it's timbre. But then it's not in my timbre, so it's not. I could change the key of it, but I don't feel like it. I have this one song about anxiety. That's pretty good. But I could write something. I'd love to. I really do like writing songs, but I'm a bit busy. If you can kind of play piano, I'll ask Seb and I can send it through Seb. It's just a couple simple chords. Her audio is messing up. It's fine. And yeah, if I can send you something if you want, but there's a reason why it hasn't come out. And yeah, but I love writing songs. I would, but I'm extremely busy with the album.
It could be a nice basis to like kind of help you with your like songwriting stuff and just like trying to figure out what doesn't work and try and put your own flip on it maybe.
I mean, I'm by no means an expert. I've been doing this for 2.5 years, 3 years. So I'm by no means an expert. But I can send you a couple things that I've got in my scrapbooks if you're up to it.
Yeah, well, that is a very noble response. Oh, fucking damn it!
Perish by the sword of my self-righteousness.
I'm white. I'm cool.
I was about to, you know that clip from is it Dragon Ball Heroes or Dragon Ball Super, where it's like, I'm not gonna say it because it will probably get you
Don't
back.
shoot. This man isn't black.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah, that's what I didn't want to say because
Well, things I've said out loud on my stream. Let's make fun of the mentally disabled. So
I get off Evie just when I have to write songs about
trucks, beer, dogs.
Dark Country.
Yeah.
Is it Dark Country? Well, I'm assuming it's trucks, beer, country.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I have a very polarized stance on country. New
country is ass.
Yeah, because when you look at John Denver, for example, and Bob Dylan, it's just like that's what country is. I had this discussion with Miley. I'm like, country isn't like about like the tractors and like what new country is.
Pop with an accent.
Yeah, it's about seeing the world around you and putting it through song.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of it's the white man's reggae.
The thing is, as soon as you said that, my brain went, "Fuck, it is, isn't it? It is. It's the white man's reggae."
If like you had to say, but
Yeah, no, but I said like not in a bad way, but yeah it is.
It's like we tried a reggae sound a couple times for the memes. Sometimes we turn some of our songs into reggae during practice, And it is so hard to do reggae without doing the accent, and you're just like, and like you try and slip out of it, but you always just loop back to it, and you're just like, I'm an asshole.
What's that trying to sing country like without the accent as well? It's got to say
wouldn't work.
no.
It's
Well, the thing is, a lot of the time, like, well, especially like because reggae, a lot of reggae uses like kind of like Jamaican like patois, like not patois, I can't remember what it's called in Jamaican.
dialect.
Creole.
Yeah.
Creole is the word. And some of those words, for them to rhyme, you need to say it in the accent.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, it's an accent. Like if you're gonna speak the language, you have to speak it with the accent.
Yeah.
But if you're just doing a cover of your song, you're just doing English with an accent, then that's a little bit more of a.
I mean, this is where I like. I feel like, you know how, for me it's the same thing as with opera. Like you see how like opera singers, they unlock their jaw. So. But they unlock their jaw, and it makes it's a form of accent. I think that's how we should see, in the context of reggae music at least, that kind of accent. It's nothing to do with like appropriation or like putting something else down. It's just, or like making a caricature or something. It's just making sure your vocal performance is not reliable. Your vocal performance is in line with the music you're singing, because you can't put like a metal growl over a piano ballad. You can, but it will sound awful. So I think it's a job of an artist to just look past the baggage some things might or might not have for the profit of the art.
Yeah. And I kind of agree with that. It's like people who make fun of like, you know, how like most emo like bands sound like the Wyatt Joe, and I'm so sorry.
But
but like that's part of the thing though. Like, yeah, of course it's whiny, but that's because when a lot of us are upset or angry, we turn into whiny crybabies.
we do, yeah.
That's the thing. Like I still go mais putain. Like, when something really frustrates me, I switch to French because nothing annoys me more than the French. That's not true. He annoys me more. But I love him because he's my brother. I was gonna pat your belly, but that's fine.
Yeah, but hey, I thought my dick was in shock.
Damn it! That could have put my viewership up. Shit. My viewers shit. My viewers shit. You guys are my viewers shit.
How is your fecal matter?
Hey, Taco, have you been checking your bowel movements recently? Because I think you probably should.
Did you shit this morning?
Did everyone have a nice crap today? That's like I told you. Like, you will never get another interview like this. By the way, this is completely like a unique experience. Hopefully I haven't like what's the word? Not programmed you, conditioned you to think that this is how this is gonna go. Like, I can't imagine you like with RTL just like. Oui, du coup, monsieur, est-ce que vous avez bien chié aujourd'hui?
I mean, I kind of want to be that kind of, because like you see like a bunch of I'll say Kurt Cobain, because he's like the most recognizable of the bunch and like most known for it. You'll see a bunch of interviews of, for example, Kurt, where like he has fun trying to make the reporters uncomfortable, because like he doesn't care about his image. He didn't care about his image. And so I want to be that kind of artist in an interview where like if the reporter's like just doing their job, where it's like, okay, they need answers out of me, that's fine, but if they're like trying to make me say shit that I wouldn't say and stuff like that, then that's where I'm just like, what's your inspiration? Lucky Charms, the cereal Lucky Charms. For this song, it's just Lucky Charms. That's it.
I found the joke on Clip.
did not say it. I did not say it. I did not say it. I did not say it. I'm not here. You can't get me if I'm not here.
Sucks to suck, fish boy.
Completely unrelated question, but Bassi, what is the purpose of a grill on a car? Well, it's to allow airflow into the car without allowing like big chunks of crap fucking up your radiator.
Bacon.
Because I saw a car yesterday, it just had the whole grill removed. Well, some cars don't. Some cars, like, depending on like, so some people will not have it for like better airflow, but they'll like not drive on gravel ever.
Yeah, fucking better airflow, whatever, dude.
I mean, some cars do like have the. Sometimes it could have just fallen off. To be honest,
I feel like the better airflow argument is just to justify it fell off.
It fell off, and I don't want to get another one.
That would seem fair. That would seem justified.
Yeah. What's that? You told me that you want to try and get into Overwatch.
I said I wanted to try out Overwatch. I didn't say I wanted to get into it because I flat out do not have the time. I'm still a weeb, as I said. I'm still a weeb. I love watching anime. But I've had to watch less anime to make more time for the other stuff. Yeah. So I'll try it. I'll try it.
Wait, it's definitely a fun game to try.
I love the art style, like the characters and stuff.
Oh yeah, and there's like lore behind it, but I don't get it. But so I'm relatively new to it as well. I just started playing it a few days ago, and I do enjoy it because I used to play Paladins, which was like a free to play. Well, now that Overwatch is free to play, but before when it was just Overwatch, not Overwatch 2, I used to play Paladins, which was a free to play game on PC, which was very similar with like the whole like different characters, different abilities with the tank and all that stuff. But it's kind of like, do you remember the game you used to play on your phone called Frag?
Yes.
Kind of like that.
Oh yeah, no, Frag was always a clone.
Yeah.
If you give that game a try, it is so good. It is so good for a mobile game.
I can't really remember go because like my phone thinks that it's full on storage when I've got no. This thing's dead, by the way. This thing is dying a horrible death.
That's Android.
It is.
To be fair.
Well, it's not just Android. It's that this phone is now like 5 years old. Like a massive hole in the front of the car. Jennifer and Tokyo, they probably had an incident with a deer.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, indeed.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
That's what happens when you hit 3 in a row. That's what you say.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
There's no visible damage other than that, though. Maybe on the outside, but on the inside, it was hurting.
That car was like, oh my god, can't believe you took my grill away. Yeah, catch up my grill, bro. This is fucking shake my grill, bro. Because we both have braces.
Yeah, we're probably the British people with the best teeth that you'll ever see.
Mine are starting to go all types of fucky, but we.
I've got kind of the same.
Well, that's the thing. Like
camera resolution doesn't show it, so
yay! I've got like a huge gap, like here and here.
I've got several.
Yeah, they're like because we didn't wear our retainers.
I've never. Oh, I did get them, but the thing is, like, my mouth grew out of it.
Yeah, I actually found mine not long ago. Tried putting it back in. Literally, none of the teeth would fit.
I fucking hate that kids have Invisalign now.
Yeah, I wish like well, also not only do they have Invisalign now. We were like a year or so like before it, and like we're like, oh,
it's like who are we gonna bully now? Like,
how am I supposed to bully you for having braces if I can't see you're wearing them?
Yeah, it's this social order of things. It's just all fucked up.
Yeah, this is like hashtag bring back bullying. And this is from two people who were very massively bullied at school. This definitely sounds like back in my day. Back in my day, you could tell. Back in my day, like 2013, you could tell who had braces or not, and you could bully them for it. And we turned out fun. We were bullied. You've got a band and all that stuff, and I'm a Twitch streamer.
Yeah, we're so good.
We're so good.
So
we're,
good.
we're doing our family so proud. Tell us, what does our big brother do now, and who is he married to?
Disclosed information, but he's successful.
Yeah, he's
He's very successful.
and he had a successful life partner.
Yeah, and he has. Yeah, it's like well, I mean, he's climbing up the social ladder. We're just chilling.
We're
vibing on the
chilling.
same
We're
stuff.
vibing. We're happy where we are, though. We can't take the responsibility for being anything more than we are right now, to be honest. No. I was supposed to get verses, but didn't. Good old railroad face. What, like? Because I remember, because I know like Bâton de Carton was like our like
Oh, yeah.
mostly mine, because I dressed really grunge in school, but everyone was wearing like the fucking like
Yeah,
football like.
It was, yeah. It's just like France.
Stuff.
It's very complicated for outsiders to understand, but France is it's very divisive in the sense that like noticeably like clothes. Some people dress like let's say like me. I'm wearing this and some jeans, but we have also like imagine, okay, so it's for comparison, it's like if tracksuits for you guys, half of the population dressed in tracksuits.
Yeah, it's kind of like like the stereotypical like Russian gopnik, kind of like that,
Kinda
but
like
like not instead of Adidas, like instead of like stylistically like like black Adidas, it's like bright fucking cyan because of the Olympic Marseillaise and
Awful. It's just like, plus the music's garbage. Like it's. I mean, it's not my cup of tea. It's not my cup of tea.
Jen, you're also a Twitch streamer, so
Yeah.
and like what is like although I do feel like when I kind of like, because I don't hang around like outside a whole lot, but because I don't know, but I feel like now though, especially like when I like what I can see on like on the internet and stuff, French kids have kind of like fallen off since our day. They kind of like not bully people as much, which
Fucking Gen Z.
fucking come on guys,
Bully each other.
like,
Come on.
like
An awful thing to say. But like,
you wouldn't survive 2 minutes in a card lobby.
it's just.
Oh, speaking of Call of Duty, Fizz, can I bring up the story?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
So I back when we were poor, we're still poor. We didn't have a whole lot of games for Xbox 360, so we just played the demos. And there was a demo for Modern Warfare 3, not the one that just came out, the original one, which like, first of all, the fucking naming conventions, because they not have called it anything else. Like, not Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2 just came out, not 3, but like the OG Modern Warfare 3. That one, the demo was basically the first mission, and I said, "Hey, Fee, do you wanna try it?" Keep on. This was like what, like 2015, probably. And so I put it on easy. First, like what, like 10 seconds, dude just absolutely gets clapped. Absolutely clapped.
I'm so shit at FPSs. I am so bad at them. And like, even now, like the only good FPS I was ever good at was Gears of War.
That's a TPS.
Oh, sorry. It's a game where you shoot people. Fuck off.
Actually, it's a game where you shoot ground aliens.
Well, they're not. Right.
Aliens doesn't mean from space, Felix. You should know this. It's just it's someone who isn't from here.
Pee pee caca, pee pee caca popo, pee 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 pee. That's all I have to say about that.
Jen, we can't keep rebranding every time because Galaxy Cafe is like the name of our little like streaming group, right? And at one point doing an Astroneer stream, they brought up the idea of like basically edible spoons for soup. And
Okay, I'm listening.
all right, so like, and so we said, oh yeah, we could use it, and I was like, I'm not accepting any use of the Galaxy Cafe funds for this project. And then they tried then they just convinced me to like of the project. I was like, hey, fine, whatever.
That exists.
That's what I said, and she said, no, I looked it up and it doesn't.
I mean, what would you?
Well,
make
it's
it out of?
specifically crackers, like specifically at cracker, like the actual like crispy thing, not the white people.
That wouldn't work though.
That's what I thought, but she's very determined about this, so you're gonna have to do a lot of
It'd have to
convincing.
be a very, very small bowl of soup, and you'd have to be very, very delicate when you're, when you're slurping it up.
Well, it's not gonna be one spoon. It's gonna be like a bag, like kind of like.
Yeah, so you could have like cracked ones and stuff. So I mean,
Well, if you pack them kind of like not Pringles, but like like where they're that kind of like. You've got like
even then you get broken Pringles.
four. Yeah, but like out of like how many you get in a bag.
I still think no, because pasta wouldn't work either. 'Cause
No,
the heat, it would just...
Yeah, but anyway, so like that was their first attempt at rebranding my our brand, and now because Gould said that he is currently wearing booty shorts and a shirt with no sleeves. First of all, Slay. First of all, how are you still going to convince me you're straight, Gould, when you say shit like that? So, and then Gould going to work at Femboy Hooters, only if you are general, blah, 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 blah. But with all that said, no. It's Galaxy Cafe, and that's final.
Is that what I sound like to you? I'm offended. Ooh.
No, Jen, that's not what you sound like to me. You sound you what you sound like to me is I'm gonna fucking murder you. I'm from Kentucky.
No, wasn't there like a clip earlier of her saying they're gonna drink blood out the skull of orphan children?
That's because we were playing Monster Prom. You know what that is?
I do not.
Right. So Monster Prom is a game where it's basically like a text-based almost game where you have to take out a monster to prom.
Okay.
And so like you're in Monster High School, Spooky High I think is what it's called, and you have to select like
I think I didn't Jaden? I think Jaden Animations played it.
Yeah. And so that's what like the Sound Redemption is her reading a line from that. And both times we've played it on stream, I got secret endings for my characters twice.
Sweet.
Yeah, so the first one I tried to romance was this vampire, right? And the second one was a sentient computer, robot boy. And we had a VR robo orgy, which was great.
What? I am so not in touch with people on my generation. How are you older than me? Yeah, I'm out of touch.
This was all Jen's idea, but I absolutely love it because it's like invested, and also Ghoul, because we played with Ghoul, Jen and I, and yeah, Ghoul's not very good at it. He'll it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna romance this one person, and does all of the wrong choices.
Are you no swooner, Ghoul?
No, he's tried everything. He's tried male, female. He's tried being a male, being a female. Doesn't work.
I mean, tough luck, buddy.
Jen, don't be offended. Come on, you know that's what you sound like. No maidens, maidenless. Well, this is like a sleepy boy's time to go to sleepy.
Yeah, I'm a little piss boy.
I'm a little piss baby. And when he gets bored for too long, when he gets bored standing there for too long, he does a little yawn because he's smiling. He's sleepy. I do have clips of your voice on Snap, but they're just you singing "Happy Birthday" and it's adorable.
Happy birthday to you.
Hoopla!
That's what I have to say about that.
Well, anyway, thank you. I was going to fucking shake your hand. What the fuck am I going to shake you? I'm literally going to see you at dinner later. But anyway, thank you for being here, Fee. It was very fun interviewing you and doing this little podcast thing at the end. If you guys do want to check out the album on YouTube, you can do !EP, and this command will always be in the stream. So whenever, even if I'm streaming something else and you lost the link or anything like that, you can do !EP, and that will bring up the link to the playlist of your album, the band. And the links for Spotify are in the descriptions of the videos as well. So if you want the link for that, you can just click on that link and then click on any one of the videos, and you'll have the link to that. Are there any parting words you would like to say?
Yes. I didn't plan on being a musician until very, very recently. So it just goes to show it's never over. I thought I was going to be a rugby player, then I thought I was going to be an engineer, and now I'm in a band playing music in the south of France. So I mean, if it's any with the wisdom of my 20-year-old self,
I still can't accept the fact that you're 20, by the way.
I'm 21 in February. With the wisdom of my 20-year-old self, there's always another option. There'll always be another option. Something that you can do, something that you can live off of that will make you feel happy and fulfilled, even if it wasn't your plan A. So just stay determined and just keep going at it, and things will work out eventually.
Still planning to be a space cowboy. I always knew this is where I was going to end up, so I'm perfectly content. We all believe in you, Ghoul. We all believe in you.
Let's have our shonen anime moment.
Yeah.
We believe in you, Ghoul.
You believe in you, Ghoul.
Go.
It's like the echo effect, and it's like everyone like fading in and out, as if we died, but we're just sitting here.
Have you seen the Belby Shinji video or not?
No.
You know that scene in Evangelion where
Oh wait, no, I have.
So for people who don't speak French, there's this scene in Neon Genesis Evangelion where they all clap because Shinji said the word or some shit, I can't remember, but they clap, and
no, he finally just didn't masturbate to a girl who was laying in a hospital bed.
And like they're all clapping, and somebody dubbed it over French, basically people going, "Nice dick, Shinji." Beautiful cock, Shinji. It goes on for a solid 2 minutes. It's fucking hilarious. Belby Shinji.
Belby Shinji.
Belby mon gars.
Well, anyway, thank you everyone for popping in tonight. This afternoon. I think we're gonna go and say hi to Kelthos.
Hi, Kelthos.
Make sure you guys ready up for the raid if you can. Thank you all for people who did show up today. I love you all, and so does this boy. Bye bye.
Bye. Take care, everyone. Eat shit and die.